Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Boiler Room Radio. Me and my big gob hitting it off again for another 2 hours, Saturday night. Okay, let's see. Get over here and click on this thing. Get all these people dialed in here. Why isn't David on that one? David's not on that one. Let me get over here and hit him, get him added in also. Okie dokie. There's ringing at David. What's up, Charlie?
Hey, buddy.
How's everything up there?
Good. Actually had some nice weather.
Did you?
Yeah.
Outstanding.
You're the one with the snow today.
Yeah, buddy. It's over. I mean, it stopped snowing. It's just beautiful outside now. I mean, it's nice and quiet. That's the one thing I do love about snow, is that it makes everything just dead silent. You know,
Yeah.
You can walk
Yeah,
outside and you don't hear birds flying. You don't hear any cars traveling. You don't hear nothing. So yeah, it's. But it can go away tomorrow. You know, it's supposed to get up into the 50s tomorrow, and it'll all be gone. So
It was fun for a minute.
Yeah, got my shot of winter, and I'm good to go.
Yep.
Good to go. Didn't even get out and play in it. Let the dogs run around and shit, and made sure the truck was all parked underneath the awning so it didn't get all snowed on and whatever. Yeah, I've had my fill of snow. It's pretty to look at, but yeah, it can go away tomorrow, which is good. That's why I like living where I live, because usually the snow comes and then it goes away in a couple of days. So
Yeah,
it's all good.
exactly.
Yep. But you still got the bread and milk idiots, running around emptying the shelves at the Harps, and all the gas stations were out of milk, and so you still got that crowd. And even though it's only going to be on the ground for less than 12 hours, there's still got to be people freaking the fuck out and running to get bread and milk all the time. So
Got to make French toast.
absolutely,
Or
absolutely.
something.
Did Lance add in? Lance, are you there?
Yep.
Hey, there he
I'm there.
is. All right. Put the bong down for a minute and tell everybody howdy.
No, man, I
He's
made
eating
some
chips.
made some popcorn.
Oh,
Made
shit.
some popcorn for the show.
Something getting ready to happen tonight?
Non-GMO, that Amish popcorn.
Right on. No Orville Redenbacher?
No.
No. Did you melt your own butter? Put on it? Real butter? Some sea salt?
No, I actually
Some of that?
buy that buttery oil that they, have it in real popping machines. It's
Oh,
not
yeah?
very good for you at all, I'm sure.
But it's
Damn,
delicious.
it makes the popcorn taste so
Yeah,
good.
gourmet,
So you
$4 a
pop it in that
pound
oil.
popcorn, and he puts GMO oil all over it.
Oh yeah, all over it. Because I'm telling you what, it looks and comes out like movie theater popcorn. It's so good. It's like crack.
Hey, some of that gourmet popcorn, you don't have to add anything to it. It just tastes good straight out of the, you don't have to throw any salt on it. You don't have to throw any butter on it. It just tastes good. You got to wash it down because it makes your mouth dry.
Oil they cook it in is full of salt anyway. So.
Right.
What's up, guys?
But
Hey,
good
what's up,
evening,
David?
everybody. What's up, Dave?
Talking about popcorn, man. Are you a popcorn connoisseur?
Not anymore. My teeth fall out probably.
Oh, goddamn.
You're supposed to cook it.
I try to eat that stuff now. My teeth, get so sensitive that just that.
Oh, yeah, I can
all
imagine.
It's that they say that's the worst stuff to eat for your teeth.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so
Yeah, because it
fucking
gets
good,
caught
man.
up in your gums and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's so fucking good. I love popcorn, dude. My dad used to make it on the weekends. He'd make a great big batch of it and just put it in a big garbage bag, and we'd eat on that shit all weekend. I love popcorn. Anyway, go ahead.
I like that mushroom style popcorn, not so much the butterfly popcorn. It's good.
Mushroom style.
Yeah, like when you go to the fair, it's different than the stuff you pop at home. It's kind of like more roundish. That's mushroom popcorn.
That's what this is. It's called extra large jumbo popcorn.
Oh,
It looks
right.
like mushrooms when it pops.
Yeah.
It's huge. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
Right on. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So how's the meat smoking going, Lance?
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I got everything in there
sweet.
marinating tonight. I got some.
Just putting it off.
So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Thank God the snow didn't come, because what you guys got was supposed to be here tomorrow, but it all went south, so we're saved.
Right?
Mm.
Hold
So
on
we'll
to
be
your
able to do
knickers.
it. I'll
Though.
send you a video.
Hold on to your knickers, though. It's supposed to get chilly on all
Dude,
along the
it's
west.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
all
gonna be
along the
cold
East
next
Coast.
week.
Yeah. It's supposed to chill back down. We're going to have temperatures dropping back down into the 20s and shit for a few days. So
Amazing. I mean, 83 degrees last Wednesday. Broke a record.
everybody face north
You know.
and flip Canada off. Just just because it's that way actually. So fuck you, Canada.
Man, it's been below zero here.
Oh yeah,
Been
I
like,
imagine.
the other day it was like 6 below zero.
Jeez.
That's just
Fuck that.
yeah. Everybody's
After it
sending
was like 50, like a couple days before the.
Wow.
everybody send Trudeau a fucking pair of dirty socks.
This cold that we just got was almost like colder than it's been all winter. It's crazy.
Yep, and it's springtime, so yeah. But that's predictable. I mean, we had warm weather. I mean, extremely warm weather for quite a while in the February. So we knew that this was coming. Usually, when that happens, you're going to get a late snow, late frost, late something.
Yeah, tomorrow we're getting hit with a major snowstorm too. Supposed to get half a foot,
Yikes!
Wow.
and then it's supposed to be up to about like 40 by I think Wednesday or Thursday. Then back up in the 50s.
Yep, it's freaky. People are going to be coming down with pneumonia. All these temperature swings and whatever. All right, so let's jump into the newsy stuff and get that out of the way because I got a couple different things I want to talk about in the after hash, the second half of the show. So, what do you got on your stack of stuff, Dave? What's going on with all this?
Happening in Amsterdam?
Yeah,
right now.
what's
It's
going
like
on with the
just
Turkey and the
took it
Netherlands?
over.
Yeah, they're getting ready to kill each other or something over. I don't know if somebody stepped on somebody else's dick or what. I don't know what happened, but yeah, they're all pissed off at each other now, thinking about.
Well, they escorted Turkey, or Amsterdam escorted Turkey's diplomat out of the country with a police helicopter. She was in a car and she wasn't going to leave, and they were getting ready to tow it all the way to the German border to the other side. And finally, they were able to get it going, and they got a copter following it all the way out to Germany.
Yep.
You know what happened is Amsterdam got sick of Turkey's bullshit. And of all the Islamic shit running around in Europe. I'll give it to Amsterdam. As little as they are, they're making a stand. They just got sick of all the Islamic stuff there.
It's NATO versus NATO. You put that on your
Yeah,
Facebook
it's
wall.
NATO versus NATO now.
I
This
saw
this
that.
is going to rip NATO in two different directions.
Yeah.
That's what's so bad about this. And the deal is all these
Are they
Turkish
sick of the refugees
protesters
coming across
come
the
out of
border?
Nowhere, man. It's like the protesters outnumber the military there right now.
Right, I got that. But is it because of the refugees coming across the border that you're saying that's
Yeah.
what the deal is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's, the Dutch is saying we've had enough, man.
They have a common
So
border.
they kicked Turkey out, and Turkey called them a bunch of Nazis and everything else, and
They have a common border. Tell them to put a fucking fence up. Everybody else is doing it. All the other EU nations are putting up fences. Why don't they put up a fence?
Well, what you're getting is it's like starting here with Donald Trump. You're getting a big right side movement, man, radical right movement that's just whipping through the world now. Now it's making its way to Europe because you got elections and them coming up over there in Holland and stuff, and you got that weird looking dude over there that's kind of considered the Donald Trump of Europe.
Weird looking dude.
And this just helped him out. So you're getting a real radical move now, man, from the right. It's like the world is shifting directions. We've been running one side for this for so long, and now the elite are switching to an opposite direction.
Because they know everybody's hip to their game, right? They're trying
Yeah.
to change up the rules now.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to work. I think people are too. They've had it. They've had their fill. Slowly but surely, everybody's starting to hit that boiling point, and it don't look good for the people in charge.
Nope.
We've been talking about it for how long, Lance? 6 years now.
Too long.
Yeah. So it's finally happening. Whoop.
Next will be the big wars to follow. This like I said, the stuff what Turkey just did in Amsterdam is crazy. It's almost like they took over a country without firing a single shot.
Right.
They said that there's protesters coming in. Turkey's calling for Turkish people all over Europe to migrate toward Amsterdam right now.
Let's throw some gas on this fire, man. We got her
It
cooking
says
now.
This is what they said. It says Turks from all of Europe are traveling to Rotterdam to join protests against Dutch authorities.
Unreal.
You know, Erdogan was the next Hitler, man. I told everybody that ages ago. That dude wants to.
He wanted to be Hitler. Back. Yeah, he compared himself to Hitler.
Yeah,
he wanted to be Hitler. So yeah, he's getting the job done.
You know, Turkey was
ripping NATO apart. You can't say anything about him in this country
anyway.
without getting your ass hung or shot or whatever. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You know, Turkey. This could be biblical because what Turkey's doing is they're ones ripping NATO apart.
Yep.
You know. We should. They should have kicked Turkey out of NATO, or we should have left NATO before this happened. Now we're all going to get sucked in against each other.
Any comment from you over there, Lance? Are you paying attention to any of this?
I hadn't heard about any of that stuff going on today. I really hadn't seen anything. I was watching Rachel Maddow tonight. They weren't talking about it. I've given up on CNN. I think that's that fake news they're talking about. So I'm beginning to suspect them. So I'm going over to MSNBC now, so I get the real deal.
Yeah, you know the end's coming
and stuff tonight. So.
When Lance doesn't watch CNN, it's over.
Aren't they the ones that got they got that man woman? What the hell is his
Rachel
name?
Maddow.
Rachel Maddow.
Yeah, Rachel Maddow.
Mad Cow. Yeah, that's the one I watched. I watched her tonight. I hadn't seen her in a while, so I watched her tonight. And I'm like, I can't believe people fucking believe this filth.
Are you washing your brain after you take this shit in? I mean, do you go take a good shower after you're done?
Her whole show was on the dossier, that dossier that's out there about Russian Trump with the girls in the hotel, everything else.
Oh,
her whole show was about nothing but all the quote unquote facts in that thing. And then kept saying at the end of every story, now, this is assuming this is real because it hasn't been verified this is real. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's fake news.
Dumbass.
Unlike that photograph of Bill Clinton getting his back rubbed in the hotel room sitting on the bed naked. That was real because it's still out there on the internet. You can find that one.
Right.
So,
but no, I missed the Holland stuff today, so I'll have to follow up on that.
Yeah,
but
well,
NATO's we've been talking about it forever. I mean, Dave's been saying Turkey is a catalyst for a bunch of stuff forever. So we'll see.
Yeah, man.
It could go so many different ways right now. That's why I got my popcorn. I'm just waiting to see.
Whee! All right. How about you, Charlie? What's your take on the whole situation? Have you been following it?
Not really, but it's kind of the same old shit that we've been talking about. And it's like, is it going to kick off or is it not?
Are you watching Rachel Maddow too, man?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. I don't watch him.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah. No.
All right. What's next on your stack of stuff, David?
What else here?
Agent 1212 said Rachel Maddow is a very handsome lady.
Handsome lady.
It was announced yesterday we're sending 2,500 troops to Kuwait.
I saw that too, yeah.
500 to 800 active to go fight inside of Syria coming up
to shift them over to Syria.
Raqqa.
Yep.
Yeah, why even say you're sending them to Kuwait? That sounds all innocent. Just tell them, say it as it is. I mean, they're sending them into war.
Yeah.
And the thing is we just signed a thing with Iraq too yesterday saying that we will stay in Iraq 5 years after we defeat ISIS. So basically saying if we could, which we're not, but after we defeat ISIS, we're going to stay up to 5 years longer in Iraq to make sure it stays stable.
Ray Maddow.
Well, we better not fund ISIS anymore so we can make sure that 5 years starts clicking.
Mm-hmm. So it's just perpetual war, man. Trump's just carrying on the torch. He's going even, there was Bush that really built it up, then Obama kind of took it down a little bit. Now Trump's going to ramp it back up again.
Say hello to the new boss, same as the old boss. Mm-hmm. He might be an outsider. I'm pretty sure he's an outsider because they're doing everything they can to kick his ass. But he's going to follow right along. He's going to do exactly what Kissinger tells him to do and play the game with the big boys. That's the way I see it anyway.
No, there was a report. Was it RT or was it someone was watching yesterday? A live report over by Rocky there, and the reporter was sitting there while these troops are firing and said, "Showed American troops. American troops are right up here on the front lines." They showed it. Showed
Right.
these special forces and Marines just running right alongside this SDF that we sponsor over there, fighting right next to them.
They're only there as advisors, right?
Right, yeah. This is how
I
you
hope they're dressing them like us so we know.
squeeze
what's
the
deal-
trigger
deal is
like
Trump's
this.
generals Trump gave his generals open reign. He told Mattis and everybody else to take as many as you want.
Yep,
He took the
Carte
Obama
blanche.
limits off.
carte blanche. Oh,
And
speaking of
our
Obama
Congress
limits,
and Senate signed off on that too, right before Obama left in the NDAA, that the next president would have unlimited powers when
There
it
you
comes to our military now.
we
Hey,
can
you
go.
can't have it both ways. You can't fulfill a campaign promise about it defeating ISIS unless you're willing to throw more sacrificial men, sons and daughters, into the mouth of the dragon.
Well, Assad came out in an interview yesterday and said, "I consider American forces here, and I consider British forces and Turkish forces all invaders." He says, "None of these people have my permission to be here." You know what we said? Tough shit. One of our generals basically said that we're going to go wherever we need to chase terrorism.
They got that off the NDAA, right?
Yep, exactly.
So there you go. They can go
That
anywhere,
general said it straight
anytime.
to the camera yesterday. He said, "We're going to go wherever terrorists go."
But well, okay. They're going to do whatever they want to do, and we're not going to do anything to stop them, I guess. But what if some other country passed a law like that, and then they started tripping across our borders and shit and fucking with us?
Yeah,
I'm just-
exactly, Russia or China saying, "We're chasing terrorists."
Right. Terrorists that we fund and weaponize and train and drop.
They give us reasons to invade these countries now.
Yep.
All of our government's completely on board on it. I don't see Trump trying to repeal NDAA. He hasn't even mentioned it.
No, he's got too much power out of it, man. He
Yeah.
actually read the fucking thing and goes, "Ho, ho, ho. I'm in the king's seat." Yeah, he hadn't done anything to rein in the CIA. Even after all the divulgence coming out about Vault 7, everything going on with Vault 7, he hadn't done anything about that. Just talk, So he's gonna ride the wave, man. They got stores open for the motherfucker, selling "Make America Great Again" hats and T-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies and sweatpants and flip-flops and keychains and sunglasses and
Oh yeah, and his daughter Ivanka, as they said today, that her clothing line is topping out as high as it's ever been.
oh yeah, everybody in China wants some. Everybody in China wants some Ivanka. Because nobody here wants any, right? I mean, all the store Macy's dropped her shit, and all the high hoity-toity stores, they all dropped her fucking clothing line. So now everybody in China wants it. It's getting made there anyway, probably. So
No, it's
Easy
still
to-
being bought by
easy to
American
ship.
women. They're just doing it online or wherever else it is.
right, it's easy to ship. You don't got to wait long. It won't be on a boat for 6 weeks. Okay, what's next?
Let's talk about North Korea here. What's going on with that?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
We're putting that THAAD system together over there in South Korea. China's still completely, beside themselves on it.
Well, they threw that prime minister out, lady, didn't they?
Yeah,
and
we're
that's
gonna- I'm
another
gonna-
thing. It's Seoul's in complete chaos right now because of riots. There's already been 3 people killed in them.
I'm gonna read that. This happened in South Korea, by the way, not North Korea. It's official.
South
South
Korea.
Korean Constitutional Court. Get your fucking ad off my computer. Has permanently removed President Park Geun-hye. I think that's how you pronounce her name. According to reports, the disgraced president was impeached after millions of South Koreans took to the streets demanding that she step down. This shit's been going on for a while, too. I remember weeks ago reporting about millions of people in the streets in South Korea. The protests were a supreme show of force against the president, and she had no choice but to leave. The rebellion started brewing when it was uncovered that the president had been involved in a secret occult organization. Evidently, she invited her body to be under the control of spirit entities. This is all fucking real, people. Many people allege that political elites would never be involved in dark spiritual activity or rituals, but in this case, at least, that is precisely what occurred. Choi Soon-sil, the daughter of a cult leader who was involved in what some are calling satanic rituals in the 1990s, would be more accurately described as occult shamanism. Choi Soon-sil developed an intimate relationship with South Korean president, where she began invoking spiritual beings to possess the president's mind and body. And the president, at any rate, believed it was real, took it seriously, and welcomed it. It's important to understand that media in South Korea largely downplayed the occult aspects, but that did not stop the protesters, for it also turned out that the president was sharing classified information and state secrets with Choi Soon-sil during their relationship. Courthouse News Services report as follows. Lee accused Park of colluding with longtime confidant Choi Soon-sil to extort tens of millions of dollars from businesses and letting Choi, a private citizen, meddle in state affairs and receive and look at documents with state secrets. Those allegations were previously made by prosecutors, but Park has refused to undergo any questioning, citing a law that gives a sitting leader immunity from prosecution. Choi Soon-sil would then instruct the president on what decisions to make, making the president a mere puppet. Essentially, the South Koreans were being governed by an unelected cult practitioner. Corruption and bizarre occult beliefs were enough for South Koreans to flood the streets. Moreover, they were deeply dissatisfied with the impeachment. What they really wanted was for the president to be arrested for her crimes, not merely impeached. So, there you go. That's out of South Korea. So, what's going on in North Korea?
Sounds like an Onion article almost.
Almost, but not quite. Okay, David? North Korea?
Did we lose him?
David?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
To North Korea, I tell you what's happening is they're saying about in the next 2 weeks, he's going to light off the most high powerful nuke that they've ever lit off underground. They said these tunnels he's digging 2 tunnels right now that are interconnected, and that basically he's going to light one off that they've never tried before. It's going to be the most powerfulest one.
The most powerful nuke that they've ever lit.
Yep,
So-
He
underground.
takes himself out.
So what we're going to need to do, when's this supposed to happen? Next week sometime? He didn't give an
They're
exact
saying the
date.
next 2 weeks is what graphs
next
are
2
showing
weeks.
right now. They said that it's imminent. They said that they've got all the graphs. All he says they're not even hiding their digging equipment or anything. They said they're just doing it right in front of all the satellites now.
So we're going to watch for the seismometers to go off, and we're going to check our radiation detectors down in Japan and South Korea and see if it's for real. Okay.
So basically, they said that he's going to test Trump. He's going to see what Trump's going to do.
Yeah, because Trump already said, we're going to kick your ass. Right?
I know. I think what's happening is basically, maybe China's using North Korea to test Trump. Who knows? Who knows? Something's happening, man.
That could very well be. I didn't even think about that. I mean, Lil Kim's crazy as fuck anyway.
Yeah.
But that's true. He could be, China could be egging him on, giving him some money and shit and saying, hey, let's see how far we can push this fucker.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's dangerous game right there, man.
And China's still pissed off about THAAD. They put
Oh
the
yeah,
THAAD
they're
system
not
up.
going to get over that, man. They said that there was going to be consequences coming if we set that thing completely up.
And they've set up their area of operations also to include the Sakakus. And they're
Yep.
going to start patrolling that on a daily basis. And if anybody tries to create an incursion, they said that they would strike. So they pretty much drew their line in the sand. Now I guess they're
Well,
going to try to push
China won't
buttons.
back away from it either.
No, fuck no, man. Those people are crazy. They make some wicked iPhones though.
True.
When they're not.
Then you had Israeli, one of the Israeli top military guys, might have been their defense minister, came out yesterday and told Lebanon because Hezbollah's setting up to attack Israel, I guess. And Israel told the government of Lebanon that, because since Hezbollah is from Lebanon, told the government of Lebanon, if this happens, we're going to kill everyone over here.
Right.
Civilians, everybody. So Israel said, we're just going to carpet bomb the place.
Yep. Waiting for that
That was a
shooter.
direct quote, man. Israel wasn't messing around. They said, we see what's fixing to happen, and if you allow Hezbollah to do this, which the Lebanese government, the Hezbollah is part of the Lebanese government. They got a lot of pull, man. And, basically Israel told them, you let them do this, there won't be a stone standing over here.
Yeah.
And they'll do it, too. The Jews won't mess around. They've been doing it in Gaza for how long?
Right.
Going into West Bank, kicking those people out. But the deal is, they're hardcore fighters, man.
Here's
Hell
something-
yeah, they killed Jesus.
I would say that
Wow.
about the IDF. They're a force to be reckoned with.
Wow, Lance, just toss that out there.
Well, you're talking about how this, yeah, man, they're brutal. They're fighters.
Let's
Need
see.
more popcorn for that show.
Right. So something
I
else.
know
That's,
what was it? Second Lebanon, the second war against Hezbollah. And there was a lot of damage done. Lebanon just now got rebuilt to where tourists are starting to go there again.
boy, that's where
that
I'd want
was-
to go on my vacation.
Yes, yeah. Well, a lot of your people from Europe and stuff go over, there.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Here's one that I got that was just dropped earlier today. India has successfully tested its version of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, with its range extended from the original 3,000 kilometers to 450 or 300 kilometers, to 450 kilometers. The extension was reportedly prompted by India's joining a rocket technology control treaty last year. On Saturday, the upgraded BrahMos made its maiden flight from a mobile launcher at a testing range near, I'm going to murder this name, Chandipur, Odisha State. The Indian Express reported. Kumar Mishra, managing director of the BrahMos Aerospace Limited, the joint venture handling the project, who witnessed the test, called it a textbook launch. So now India has supersonic missiles. Everybody's gearing up for this war, boy. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a fucking big one.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be all kinds of shit flying.
Yeah, man.
And then the crazy thing is, we're a lot closer than what people probably think. But
Don't give those people shit on the phone anymore when you call tech service, man.
I was just thinking the same thing.
They got supersonic missiles now, man. Don't
What?
fuck with those people. Sorry, I had to throw that in.
Nothing.
I'd
I'd blow you up.
Number Johnny Five's gonna kick your ass. Okay, sorry, had to do that. I'm not a racist, I promise. What's next, David?
well, that was pretty much for all my international news. So
All right,
I
what
got
about
a good
this?
thing here? The story, the one I sent you, the FFA approves night flights for
Oh,
North
yeah,
Dakota
yeah,
drone
yeah.
unit
Talk
to
about
fly
that.
across the nation.
Why the fuck are they gonna fly all over the country, man? Isn't North Dakota big enough?
You would think now,
Anyway, hey, go up into Canada and fuck with those people, man. Why you want to fly your drones all over this? They're going to start crashing shit all over. Oh, flew out of range. Sorry about your house. Do
What's
they
funny
really?
is we put in for all 18 North Dakota counties and it got approved, but then we turned around and said, no, we want the whole country. Every police department's going to start having the authority to do that now. It's going to be a super police state.
Why? Why?
While we're at war, we're going to be locked down over here, man. They got plans for us.
That's what I'm trying to tell people about these big cities, man. If you don't think that you're not going to be able to get out of those motherfuckers, you got another thing coming. Because they'll put automated shit all the way around the perimeter, and you ain't leaving.
That's just all it is. It's an extension of the police state.
They're not going to have to blow no bridges up. They're not going to have to close any roads. Or all they got to do is put shit in the air and, monitor that bridge. You see a car on it, blow it up. There's a cat out there that made some radio wave guns that could take a drone out. That would be kind of cool to have one of those fuckers right about now, man. I'll bet they're going to start
Those
selling
things
like
will be
hotcakes.
selling on the black market.
Right. They're going to start selling like hotcakes. Well, those kids at MIT made one with some shit they picked up at Radio Shack for like $50 or $60. I mean, it wasn't a military drone that they took out of the sky. It was just a standard drone, right? But still, $50 or $60 worth of fucking electronics off the shelf at Radio Shack, which, by the way, went out of business. So it's hard to find that kind of shit anymore. But yeah, could have took it out. Anyway,
Did you hear about that big riot almost breaking out of spring break today over in Miami?
no, I haven't been paying attention to the spring breakers.
Well, it just came across on my Twitter today, and I was like, "What the?" And it says there's just like thousands of college kids. They just took over at South Beach in Miami and started trashing it.
I did see an Onion
You know, they
article.
were beating.
I did see an Onion
What's that?
article earlier that said that the morgues and hospitals were gearing up for spring break.
That's when you know it's a good party, right?
It was an Onion article, so it was very funny. But yeah,
Oh.
I can imagine that it's true. I can imagine that it's pretty close to the truth because Onion really hits some home runs, you know, when they put their shit out. So, but yeah, I just hearing that story now, you can imagine there's probably going to be some fucking idiots going to the morgue, and definitely a bunch of them going to the hospital for alcohol poisoning and getting their ass kicked for being liquid heroes.
Yep.
They said that 35 today alone got arrested over there on the Miami Beach area.
Nice.
That's a good start.
Are they going to deport them?
You wouldn't have any more Girls Gone Wild videos without this stuff.
I never got into that shit. You know, there's nothing
I never
there's
got
nothing
into it.
sexy to me about seeing a drunk 18-year-old throw her top off. That's not sexy to me, man. So the Girls
It
Gone
isn't,
Wild
man.
shit.
I don't think it is either.
The
Man.
Girls Gone Wild tapes just never did it for me. I got tired of watching the infomercials and shit too, man. Click, 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 click. Only $19.95, and you can jerk off for 30 minutes. Okay. Anyway.
No, they were each an hour long.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
very
Thanks. Thanks, Lance. You got the whole Encyclopedia Britannica of them over there. VHS and DVD.
Just in case.
Yeah, those commercials were pretty damn annoying.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else. Oh, let's talk about this for a minute. So the U.S. Secret Service says one person is under arrest after climbing the fence and entering the south grounds of the White House, AP reports. The breach reportedly took place shortly before midnight on Friday while President Donald Trump was in residence. A backpack being carried by the intruder, who CNN reported was a man, thanks CNN, was searched and found to contain no hazardous materials. The security agency reportedly said that the unnamed individual was arrested without further incident. A subsequent search of the south and north grounds found nothing of concern. The Secret Service was quoted as saying by AP, Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly was briefed on the incident. Thank God. Addressing the incident, Trump commented that the Secret Service commended the Secret Service and said that he had been informed about the intrusion on Friday night. Reuters said that the intruder was a troubled person. Now, I just want to toss this out there. There's a little bit more to the story, but we're going to skip that. Didn't they just up all the security around that motherfucker when Obama was in office? Didn't they make the fences higher that you couldn't climb over them and put up another fence and so that there was like a buffer zone between fence A and fence B, and you couldn't actually get onto the fucking grass because did I miss all that? Was that just a dream?
They need to build a wall.
Yeah.
And where were these Johnny Latelys on the roof with the sniper rifles and the high-powered telescopes and shit that they could see everything going on in the night vision and the perimeter security alarms that would let you know when somebody was coming over the fucking fence or trying to come over the fence or what was all that? He actually made it onto the fucking grass. I got to tell you, people, this stinks to me. This stinks to me like they're trying to let people know that this president is going to be vulnerable for assassination. I don't know.
I agree with that.
There's just something that don't ring true because they fucking spent millions of dollars on up in that fence. And it just doesn't make any sense to me, man. It doesn't. But anyway, I might be completely wrong. This cat might have had levitation ability or something and just floated over the shit. I don't know. Maybe that's what was in the backpack. A little jet.
Yeah.
Anyway. They haven't done the upgrades yet, Todd said.
Blew himself up or something.
Todd said they haven't done the upgrades yet. They're supposed to this year. Dude, I remember seeing videotape of the guys out there buffering the fence, building it up, putting the little treble thingies on top of the motherfucker. I remember seeing that video.
Yeah, they did. They did.
So, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Probably one of the deep state warriors coming in.
Yeah. The snipers were getting high, Vaughn said.
That's funny.
Yeah, their Hunt said, wonder when the next guy's going to land a small plane on the lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I remember seeing that video. I might be completely wrong, and they might only have 6 feet of it done or something. I don't know, but whatever. I saw that video. That story, as soon as I saw it, I was like, what? Okay. That's what they're doing. They're prepping people to say, some crazy guy jumped the fence and killed the president. I see it coming, man. I don't know why. I just see that coming. You think?
Well, maybe they just didn't, beef it up like they should have with Obama.
Yeah. Well, nobody could take a shot at Obama, man. They doubled the fucking security when that guy got elected. You couldn't get the Secret Service was doubled right off the bat, and you couldn't get within 2 miles of that motherfucker when he was talking. If he was out in public somewhere, they had people on the rooftops and airplanes and helicopters in the fucking air. You couldn't get within spitting distance of that cat. So, whatever. I'm just saying, they're trying to take this cat out, Trump. I'm talking about they're trying. The left is doing everything possible to try to work up some dirt on this dude and get him fucking, impeached or whatever the hell they want to try to do. Whatever.
Sore losers.
Yeah. All right. What's next? What are you doing? You making coffee?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
want some?
Nope. In studio audience again. Everybody say hi to Al.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Okay, what else do I got over here? Talked about Turkey, India, the White House. Oh yeah, listen to this, everybody. Our troubles are completely fucking over now because of this. The largest onshore and on an oil reserve of a potential 1.2 billion barrels has been discovered in Alaska's North Slope. Thank I think that Lindsey Williams was talking about this 30 fucking years ago. Right? Actually, I think it was more like 50 or 60 years ago when they found this oil reserve. They're just now turning it loose to everybody because the cats have been up there at Exxon and whoever the fuck else is, Shell Oil and whoever, all the big cats are up there, right? Thumping around on that fucking ground trying to find a puddle underneath it. They've been doing it for decades and decades. Okay, whatever. 1.2 billion barrels has been discovered in Alaska's North Slope, and what the companies involved believe is the largest U.S. onshore oil discovery in nearly 3 decades. Spanish oil company Repsol. And Armstrong Energy said their discovery is located in the northeastern edge of the National Petroleum Reserve, Alaska, near the village of Nyquist, Nuiqsut, Nuiqsut, Nuiqsut. They say production beginning in 2021 should yield a potential 120,000 barrels a day. The discovery of bands of light oil came from 2 wildcat wells drilled this winter at an area known as Horseshoe, the Alaskan Dispatch reported. Repsol and partner Armstrong Energy have made in Alaska the largest U.S. onshore conventional hydrocarbons discovery in 30 years. The Horseshoe 1 and 1A wells drilled during the 2016-2017 winter campaign, so these are brand new wells, baby, will confirm that the Nanushuk play as a significant emerging play in Alaska's North Slope. I guess a play is a field, an oil field. They call it a play. They're playing in the oil. The finding extends the prospects at Nanushuk discovery, first announced by the company in 2015, by an additional 20 miles, according to Repsol. Nanushuk is in the Pika unit, a collection of land leases owned by the two companies. Wow, they sell off Alaska to oil companies. I didn't know that. I thought they just had like limited drilling rights. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there so everybody can take a big breath and sigh of relief. The gas prices are going to come down to under $1 now because we've got the largest fucking oil find ever.
Can't wait.
But we got to buy it from Spain.
Yeah.
So maybe it's going to go up. Right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there for everybody to kick around. All right, David, back over to you, man.
See here, this came out earlier. It says Blizzard watch issued for New York City ahead of monster nor'easter.
I thought it was going south of you, Lance.
What's that?
Lance said it was all going south of him. How's the hell is it going to hit New York?
Well, it says the Blizzard watch was issued for New York
There's
City.
2 of them.
Oh.
Yep. As came out, they said they're supposed to get up to 18 inches of snow in the city.
Damn it, man. Bundle up, people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing nobody up there drives.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I got another story here.
Go ahead.
This is kind of a dark story, man. It says student Satanists announced lamb sacrifice and Bible burning at Clemson University.
I saw this.
It says, but anyway, they're going to have a Bible burning contest. They're going to be sacrificing a lamb. They're going to be doing live bloodletting and lamb sacrifice and burning of Bibles to commemorate the building of a new campus chapel. And it's funny, it's called the Clemson Unorthodox Neo-Satanic Temple, CUNT. That's their initials.
Really?
I hope the fire takes off and takes all of them with it.
These people like this, they're the ones that help usher in the evil in this whole world when they do shit like this. I know they're in America and they've got the right to do this, I guess. But it just, I don't know. I think this is what brings in a lot of evil in this world, stuff like this.
Yep. And they let it happen too, right? I mean, they let them put up the satanic statue in Detroit, and they're opening.
They're getting more and more rights as they go along.
Yeah, there was that town council meeting up in Alaska that was open with a satanic prayer, and I think a couple other towns did that same fucking shit. That's just ridiculous, man.
It's been going on.
This country has shit itself, man. It really has. I mean, I know this stuff's always been around, but I think it's getting more and more mainstream though with it.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's that one-up game. Somebody does something, and you got to come up with something a little more radical and crazy, so you get the press and the news story on you. So they do something crazier, and it's just
kind of like this. One up. Kind of like this story here out of Rome. Lurid accusations of priests involved in
spring from
what?
The brand known for power.
Shut the hell up! I'm trying to talk.
Well, you do have a in-studio audience. Good Lord.
That was rude. Man. Lurid accusations of priests involved in sex orgies, porn videos, and prostitution have emerged from several parishes in Italy recently, sending shockwaves all the way to the Vatican and challenging the high standards of Pope Frank.
Why is that surprising?
It's not.
Yeah, I heard they were having like those gay orgies and all kinds of crazy shit.
In the southern city of Naples, for example, a priest was recently suspended from the parish of Santa Maria degli Angeli. That's a long-ass name, man.
Yeah, it is.
Over claims he held gay orgies and used internet sites to recruit potential partners for whom he paid to have sex.
That's unbelievable.
The allegations concerning the Reverend Mario de Orlando. Really? It's Mario! Were brought to the attention. This is not a funny story either, man. I shouldn't have done that. Were brought to the attention of the diocese when an anonymous letter was sent to the Naples bishop. De Orlando denied the charges when he was summoned by the city's archbishop, Cardinal Crescenzio Sepe, but is now facing a formal inquiry conducted by local church officials. In the northern city of Padua, a 48-year-old priest, Reverend Andrea Contan, is facing defrocking as well as judicial proceedings amid accusations he had up to 30 lovers, some of whom he took to a swingers resort in France. Contan was removed from his parish in San Lazzaro after 3 women came forward with complaints against him in December. Bishop Claudio Cipolla of Padua.
Yeah,
Where the hell do they come up with these names, man?
Sounds hilarious.
Cut short.
They came up with
Say
these
that
names when
again
they're
3
drunk.
times fast.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Bishop Claudio Cipolla of Padua cut short a visit to Latin America to deal with the scandal. I am incredulous and pained by the accusations, Cipolla said in a news conference last month. This is unacceptable behavior for a priest, a Christian, and even for a man. What the fuck ever. This shit's been going on. I'm serious, man. Come on. This shit's been going on for decades, man. Come on. We've been hearing stories like this for decades, and they never do a goddamn thing about it. Nobody ever gets fucking thrown in prison. All they do is pull them out of this church, move them 2 states over, and put them in another church where they can fuck some more boys.
And the only reason we're seeing
Yeah, that's all they do.
the only
that's
reason
all
we're
they do,
seeing
man.
this story is because it's not about children. The only
Yeah,
You know
that's
what,
it. That's
it's-
true. She's right. The only reason that we're reading about this is because it's not about kids.
Right.
It's about adults doing adult shit with other adults. And that's the only reason that they're going to face any trial or any kind of defrocking or any bullshit like that. If it was a 10-year-old boy ass, then they'd shut it up and fucking throw it under the rug and get him out of there and pay the fucking family off and get the kid some psychological help and shit and hope he doesn't grow up to be a mass murderer.
That sounds.
Well, you look at the 3-point system. You've got the Vatican City, you've got the city of London, and then you've got the Washington, D.C. That's the 3 points of the pyramid.
Yep.
It is. That's
It
the
is.
3 points of the pyramid.
And there's a sex trade in all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But
I
that's
don't-
okay
I
because
don't consider the.
Trump's in office now, and
I'm
he's
not-
gonna do something
I'm not
about
going to go on a rant here. With,
No, go ahead. Go on and rant, man. That's what this show's about. Go ahead.
I don't want to badmouth Catholics, because I know not all Catholics are bad, but that's not a religion. That's a mafia.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. And they got some really freaking nice gold shit. All kinds of art hanging on the wall in the Vatican. No law. They got their own fucking police force. They got their own fucking guards. Nobody can go in there and fuck with them at all. Just like U.S., just like the city, Washington, D.C. It's not part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
They got their own police force. They got their own set of rules. They got their own thing they do. And it's just like the city of London.
Yep. That's your Illuminati.
Yep. Above the law.
It's all right for them to do all kinds of stupid shit,
Yeah.
They live underneath their own rules and laws. And
All right. You got another story? Otherwise, we're going to really get on a rant, man. We got like 8 more minutes, and then we got to jump onto the rabbit hole shit.
I thought this story was interesting. They're rounding up these wild boars in Fukushima.
Oh yeah, the radioactive bacon.
And so these people can go back to their villages and live. And these wild boars they're rounding up are just crazy looking, man.
Yeah.
And they're all radioactive and
Everything
showing
is
these people
radioactive.
going
I don't
in.
know why they're letting the people back into their fucking houses because all their shit's radioactive too. All their dishes, all their cabinets, their carpet, the walls, the paint, the roof, the grass outside, the fucking cattle, the milk, everything is radioactive. That thing's been spewing for 6 fucking years today. 3/11/11 is when it happened.
Well.
Today's the anniversary.
Wow.
they're trying to blame it on these. There's the Japanese government saying, well, these people have been homeless and they want to go back to their homes, and
What?
that we warned
Okay,
them
yeah,
and they
so
still
go ahead.
want to go.
Okay, so you can glow with the fucking boar that are running loose in your backyard.
They're just going to let these people die.
If I wouldn't be living anywhere on the fucking island. As soon as that thing happened, as soon as that tsunami and shit, I'd have been on the next fucking thing floating or flying out of that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Tokyo's contaminated.
It's a goddamn volcano. The whole fucking island is a volcano, man. They got volcanoes scattered all over the No, I ain't having it. That's just me though, right? I mean, that culture is so cool. I used to study that shit when I was a kid. I was in karate. I was studying all kinds of things about the Japanese culture. Those people are awesome people. But damn, dude, you live on a fucking volcano. Anyway.
Yeah, they live on a volcano and a nuclear reactor.
Yeah. And they let them turn the rest of them back on, too. God damn, man. The people were bitching. There was people protesting, no, please don't fire them back up. We don't even know what's going on with Fukushima. They didn't listen. The volcano, the everything on the opposite side of the island from Fukushima, everything on the north side of the island and around to the west, they turned all those fucking reactors back on. Said they had to. Said they had to. You've been producing power for 4 years before you turn them back on. 4.5 years doing coal and everything. You didn't shut nothing down. You didn't have to do shit. Those people wanted their fucking profits back. Nuclear power is the worst fucking thing that human has ever created. It is a really expensive, really dangerous way to boil water because that's all it does. It boils water, turns it into steam, and turns turbines. That's it. But they have to use nuclear fucking fuel to do it. Couldn't build a fire. Couldn't set it up in a fucking river like everything else. You didn't have to build a dam, really. I mean, you could just set it up in a free-flowing river that's got water 24/7, 365, right? You can set that turbine up to the side of that motherfucker, put it on a wheel, and let that water spin that sumbitch around all day long, man. They just keep producing power. No. Let's put some fucking plutonium in a thingy and fucking cause a nuclear reaction and boil it that way and create some steam. And no. That was the dumbest fucking thing that has ever been created. Sorry.
How do you really feel about it?
Well, I mean, if you want to get into it. What?
There are scientists that believe the same exact thing.
Well, you look at, like I said, look at Fukushima, what it's done. It's gave how many people fucking cancer already?
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking us up too. It's already been around us probably 2 or 3 times already.
Along with all the other nuclear explosions that have ever occurred on the planet, right? I mean,
that
shit's
shit's
in
we
the
used
atmosphere.
to test nukes all the time in the desert.
Just dumb. Humans are a fucking cancer that thinks, and that's dangerous as fuck, man. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Got another story? Because I got another rant.
That sounds like a bumper sticker.
Yeah, man.
Story, I got a rant.
Yeah.
What else?
You said you wanted to talk. Shut up and listen. Sorry, go ahead.
The House Intel panel that came out tonight. House Intel panel calls for wiretap evidence by Monday. It says Devin Nunes and Adam Schiff have asked the White House to offer by Monday any evidence showing Trump Tower was wiretapped. Says
Everything is
made
fucking. I saw the meme on
request
Facebook.
to the White House. And it goes on. And, you know, let me say this. I think Trump just flew off the handle, man. Whether there was or wasn't, like I said, if there was one, that means that they had a reason to stick it in Trump Tower, which it looks bad on Trump too. You know, yeah, I think he just mouthed it off on Twitter. He went by some Breitbart story and some Alex Jones shit, and flew off the handle on Twitter saying all this stuff without anything else backing it up because they can't provide anything. I've seen two press things by Spicer the past couple days.
There was a
and
meme
they
on
asked
Facebook.
him, they
Come
said,
on, man.
Dude, you gonna well?
There was a meme on Facebook that said it all. Everything that come out of the fucking Vault 7 leaks. There was a meme on Facebook that said it all. Had a picture of Trump on the phone, and he said, "Hey, Obama, you bugged my shit." And then the picture of Obama on the phone down below him said, "I bugged everybody's shit, you dumbass." That's exactly what it is. They've been watching everybody. Trump is not immune from anything. They've been bugging everybody. They got your fucking TV watching you, your cell phone listening to you, your iPad recording every fucking thing you do. You're being bugged. You've been bugged. We heard all this shit from Snowden years ago. It's just another distraction.
So who knows? I think when they're telling Trump to provide evidence, and of course he ain't got none.
It's just another distraction. It's something to keep people from paying attention to what's really fucking going on. World War III is getting ready to unfold in front of everybody's goddamn face, and they're talking about a tap on a phone.
Yep. Exactly. Like I said, I think everything's just so messed up, man. It's beyond repair right now.
Yeah, man.
That's just me personally.
Been saying it. Yeah, been saying it for years. Shit's upside down. Everything's upside down. What's good's bad. What's bad's good.
Says it in the Bible.
Yeah, look, Jake said it in the room too. You really think every person who's running for president's not bugged? Anybody that's got their feet in the fucking game has got some kind of tap going on. People following them. They're watching everything they do.
Well, ain't that I don't
checking their emails.
Just I think Trump's going to have some damn good evidence to back up what him going on and saying.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. He's got to provide the evidence to back up his claim. If he can provide any evidence that all presidents or president-elects have been tapped, I'm more power to him. But he's not going to be able to.
There's people inside the NSA that said, "Yeah, we were listening to him."
Twitter.
There's already people inside the NSA that said, "Yeah, we were listening to him." They've already said it.
He's got to provide all direct evidence, and according to Spicer, they don't have any.
No.
He's telling people don't take Trump at face value on Twitter. And this one reporter asked, so when he comes out and directly says Obama wiretapped Trump Tower, we're not supposed to take that for what it says.
No, it's fake news, right?
Like, well, you can't take everything for face value, and so he's walking it back.
Walking it back.
He's walking it back. He has no substantial evidence to back up his claims. And whether he is or not is one thing, but for him to come out and directly say it and not have the evidence is another.
Right. True.
That's what I'm saying.
Got to do it in a court of laws.
That mean nothing.
Right.
It's just words, man.
It's just a distraction, man. It's something to keep everybody yammering about it over the cooler at the work office thingy, where you sit in your cubicle thingy.
Well, Trump tricked everybody, and this is one of the reasons why I didn't vote for him. Is when he was talking about his war with ISIS, and as long as I've been following ISIS, but before anybody was even really talking about them when they first came out. And Trump's talking about, well, we're going to destroy ISIS. And the first thing I'm thinking is we're not going to destroy ISIS because ISIS is an ideology, and you can't beat an ideology on the ground.
They're never going to shut them down because it's our own fucking people.
Exactly, and Trump knows about this.
It's the ISIS is Al-Qaeda is the fucking boogeyman that's always
Trump
been out there.
was told before he became president, you got to keep funding these guys, dude. We got to keep them going.
Yep.
And, you can come out and say, oh, I'm going to destroy ISIS, get everybody, yay, destroy ISIS. And then on the other side, Trump's forking out over money. And that's exactly what it is. And so I'm sitting there thinking, dude, you're not going to destroy ICE because once, you're not going to stop funding ISIS, and two, ISIS is an ideology now. It's spread all around the world, and next door neighbors. Anybody can be radicalized now by the propaganda that was started of it. And it's ISIS is a big psyop, man. They were able to come up with propaganda videos, throw it all out there on the internet, knowing people are going to fall for some of this shit and be radicalized all around the world. It's just planting seeds is all that whoever's really got down to the psychological part of it did.
Right.
Planting seeds with all the propaganda for the past several years into people's heads.
All right.
Whoever took it.
Let's talk about planting seeds then. I mean, real quick, because we're already into the second hour and we need to go rabbit hole in here. But just real quick, two things I want to get in real quick. Number one, Sean Spicer's flag on his lapel. Was he trying to signal that he needs help, that he's stuck in the administration and shit's going haywire?
That's what I threw out there. I think I said that to Dave.
Come on. I want everybody's opinion on Spicer's flag being upside down on his lapel.
I think it's duress. Under duress.
Under duress?
It's either he did it on purpose or he's a dumbass.
Does he even dress himself, man? You got to wonder. Lance, your thoughts? Put the bong down and pay attention, man. Lance.
Did he fall off? He's still hooked up?
He probably passed out in the chair.
Must be some damn good popcorn.
Right. Popcorn.
Popcorn. Exactly.
Come on, Lance. Where the fuck are you at? Because the next question's for you anyway. I want you to explain something to everybody that you sent me.
Nah, I just got back to the bathroom. What's up?
Oh, yeah, he's pooping. I was just getting ready to say he's probably pooping.
No.
All right.
Poop corn.
Let's get I want to get your real quick opinion on Scott Spicer's lapel pin being upside down. So he was
Oh, that was hilarious.
American duress flag.
I personally think it was just an accident. I don't think it was a
trying to give a
subliminal message.
Subliminal message or something. But you want to talk about freaking hilarious. It's just one stumbling block after another.
It went viral on Twitter
hilarious.
within 20 minutes of it being posted. It was just
they had to put a note in front of him, and then he fiddled with it for a little while.
Yeah, very funny.
That's somebody who's flown their flag upside down in front of their house.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get your opinion on it. Okay, now I want you to tell everybody about the bumper sticker that you saw. And you sent me.
I got behind a van today, and this thing was 1.5 feet by about 3 feet. So it was.
That's a bumper sticker?
That was a bumper sticker on the back of a van. But hold on. It's one of those big, those new Ford Transit vans. So it's one of those big white vans.
Oh, yeah.
And it had it on the back. And I didn't take a picture of this, Jimmy. It was on both sides of the van, too.
Oh, God.
And it said, I don't know if you could, you can't post a picture in there. It said, "Thank you, Obama, 2008 to 2016." And had a little chart on the bottom and stuff like that. So this guy's riding around with bumper stickers on his van, not even a company van or anything.
Like the economy
with "Thank you,
up.
Obama" signs, 3 of them on it that are 3 feet long on each side.
Jeez.
It's got like a graph, like a chart graph. I'll post the picture in Facebook whenever you guys get done with the show. Shortly after, somebody remind me to post that picture on Facebook so you can see this bumper sticker. It's just incredible. But it's got like a little
It's
graph.
almost as bad as the people still riding around with Trump stickers on their car. And I'm like, fuck, man, take the shit off.
He won, right. But it's got a little graph at the bottom of it that's like the economy went up the whole time that he was in office. It's laughable. It was
a white guy. I mean, he probably looked like 30, 33, 35, something like that.
Snowflake.
Snowflake, yeah.
Still in college. 35 years old, still in college, probably living in that van.
Amazing. I got behind it today and was just shaking my head.
He's a social warrior justice, a social justice warrior. Yeah, whatever the fuck they call him.
That's how you know that this is a mental disease for these people.
Oh man,
It definitely is.
what about the
They can't
girl?
let
Did
it
you
go,
see the
man.
girl in the
Yeah.
fucking tights that was standing out in the middle of the crowd going and flipping everybody off? That was the pro-Trump rally. Oh my god, man, come on.
I mean, think about this. The guy.
what do your
the
fucking parents
president
think of
left
you?
the office, and this guy went out and spent good money on
Yeah.
stickers for his van to thank a president that's no longer, that's not around anymore. What? Oh my God.
Probably in love with Michael.
Yeah, right.
Where is it? I got it. Hang on, it's right here. There it is.
Light on the buttons tonight.
Yeah, that's all right. I haven't even hit any actually at all.
Yeah, we need the smoke weed every day one. There's a couple of them.
Every day.
And the
Good luck.
dirt. We haven't done that one in a
You
while.
want the Dirk
Yeah.
and Dirk?
Everybody's got a little derpy derp.
I'm surprised y'all didn't pick that as my song the night I wasn't on.
Hey, don't drop that dirt. Don't.
Sorry. Oh, Al went Snoop. She likes the Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's cool.
It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G.
I love that tune.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of rap, but I like that.
What was it? Was it Barbara Streisand this week was blaming Trump because she's getting fat?
She's still alive.
She is so fucking irrelevant. What? When was the last time you ever heard somebody mention Barbara Streisand? It has got
Just
to
now.
be 10 years since I've heard that name until that fucking story came out. You irrelevant hag, go back under your rock.
Or if you're comparing somebody's big nose, that's the only time her name's ever brought up.
Yeah. You know, the best Barbara Streisand I have ever seen was played by a fucking comedian that was impersonating the bitch. Jeez.
Was that guy that rapper Humpty
Oh, I don't know.
with the big old nose?
Yeah. Wasn't his nose
Particular
a
rear.
penis or something?
What?
I don't know.
Wow, that went that escalated quickly. Woo!
Penis.
That woke Dave up. Penis? We talking about
Barbara
penis?
Streisand to penis all of a sudden. Whoa. That's how you know we're in the second hour.
Right. That's right.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All right. Throw it out there. Okay. Yeah, we are in the second hour, so let's jump down some rabbit holes. I did have one more story that I was going to talk about, but never mind. Here's what I want to bring up to everybody. Do you have a bug out bag for your vehicle? Not in your vehicle, for your vehicle.
I mean,
Do you have,
cables
like-
and liquids and stuff like that?
No. I mean like a repair, like a first aid kit. Let's call it a first aid kit for your vehicle. Say you decide to bug out and you get 50 or 60 miles away from home on route to your bug out location and you pop a radiator hose. Do you have something to fix that on the side of the road? Say you run over a nail. Do you have a way to air your tire back up and some plugs to get the vehicle back on the road? Different stuff like that.
Yeah, I see where you're going with it. I definitely see where you're going with it.
Just thought I'd throw that out.
Some
Let's
stuff, but
something.
not a lot.
Yeah, let's discuss this for a little bit and think about different things you might. And like you're gonna need like a little repair kit to get packed up for your vehicle. Maybe it's got flares in it or whatever. If you want to, flag down people or stuff. But let's just discuss it for a little bit and things that you might need. Toss it around. People might have a first aid kit for their vehicle, and we might come across something that they don't have, and they're like, "Oh yeah, shit, I need to get some of that." So let's discuss that for a little bit.
I got a big ass fire extinguisher in there it could be for my vehicle or somebody else's. I
right?
carry that in my truck.
What else? What else do you carry in your vehicle? Do you have like a plug kit in case you run over something on the side of the road?
I do not. I do have an air pump, but I don't have. Well, I have. All right, you're talking about those strips.
Yeah, like
where
a
you
plug,
have to
yeah,
bore. Okay, yeah. All right, all
Pull
right.
the strip
yeah,
apart.
yeah,
You got the little
I-
T-handle jobby. You pull
Yes.
the fucking nail out. You put that thingy on the T-handle, or you got one of them that's a reamer, right? And you want to ream
Rasp
the hole out a
the
little
reamer,
bit, right?
yep.
And then you dip the plug in some fucking glue and stick it through the tire, right?
I do.
You ain't
In
got to
fact,
take it
I
off
do
the
have
rim or
one of those.
nothing. So that's, I mean, a lot of people carry the fix-a-flat shit and the slime. They got slime that you can put in, and that stuff
Mm-hmm.
works really good. I've actually got slime in all of my ATV tires just as a preemptive measure, right?
Yeah, good idea.
But the slime stuff works really good, but you still got to have a way to air that tire back up and get going down the road to make the slime work and get through the hole and whatever and solidify and so you got to have a little air pump. You should probably have a really good knife in your car at all times. You should probably carry a ball bat and
Got
a
it.
glove. Carry a glove too, just for legal
I-
purposes.
I heard about the glove thing. I got to get a glove.
Yeah, yeah.
Throw it in there.
That's just for legal purposes, man. If you carry a
Yep.
bat, always carry a ball glove.
Carry a
and ball.
ball
Yep.
and a glove.
Yep. So, yeah, okay, here we go. Got some stuff coming up in the chat room
Oh,
now. Winch on the front, jack, fuel cans, lubricants, tools, Hunt said. Have to order mine because I don't want a 4-door truck. Oh, that's Ricky talking about buying a new truck. Jake says, I carry 3 Twinkie, a torch to melt snowflakes, work boots, toss protesters, blocking front, work boots to toss at the protesters. Okay. Addie says, tools, hoses, jumper cables, full-size spare, chains, shovel, tow chain.
Yep.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of vehicle you're running, right? I mean, you're not going to probably want to carry a tow chain and a winch cables and all that shit in a Yugo, but, you know what I mean. Carry what's appropriate for your vehicle, right? If you got a 4-wheel drive, you definitely want to get something to get your tires back inflated and repair holes and stuff and whatever. But, it doesn't hurt to probably carry a couple of extra gallons of water in case you do bust a radiator hose and you need to fill some shit back up and try to get down the road a little bit more. You don't even have to. It'd be probably be good to carry the water already there, but even just to have like a container that you could run down to a creek or something and get some water and maybe, but there's not a creek everywhere, right? So, let's see. What else? Roll of duct tape. Yeah, that always works. They actually got special kind of tape that you can wrap around radiator hoses, and the heat will make it cure and whatever. And that's a quick repair. Let's see. Good knife.
I see flashlight coming up a lot in there. What about a headlamp instead of that? Because that's what I usually use is a headlamp instead of a flashlight.
A headlamp is much
Leaves
more
your-
viable. It leaves your hands open.
Leaves
to do the
both your
work.
hands open.
Right.
Yeah.
You might want to try to carry some like epoxy, like JB Weld or Gorilla Glue epoxy or
good.
something like that. That for patching holes, like if you got a hole in your reservoir, in your radiator reservoir, not in the radiator itself, but in the little reservoir, the plastic deal. If that gets a hole punched in it or something, you can mix that epoxy up really quick and put it on there, 5-minute dry, bing, bang, boom. You're back in business. And it works on a bunch of other shit too, man. I mean, just epoxy's awesome shit. It really is. It works on a lot of stuff. What else? Yeah, flashlight, headlamp. I would go with the headlamp thing for sure. Yeah, regular maintenance that's always a big help. To do regular maintenance on your vehicle, make sure the belts and shit are all in good working order, and tires don't have nothing sticking out of them, and all your lights work, and spare bulbs, spare headlight bulbs, spare tail light bulbs. That's always good for the repair kit.
Windshield wipers.
Yeah, extra windshield wipers.
When those suck.
Yep. Let's see what else. Lance,
It's good to have a
Dave,
pickup truck so
feel
you can
free
put all
to
this shit
throw-
in there.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I can't think of anything else. I mean, that's a pretty comprehensive list. I mean, you almost need a trailer to pull all the.
I was just gonna say, by
your
the time you
first
get done
aid
with
kit
it.
here. I mean,
Well, I'm just thinking. I mean, you know,
most cars aren't going to hold all the stuff that you guys are talking about. So
no, and like I said, it's vehicle dependent too. You know, you don't have to carry everything in every vehicle that we're talking about, but just to have something to get you back to wherever you're going, you know, or to the next.
but
repair
if you were
shop down the
bugging out
road.
and you had that in a Rubbermaid container in your garage or something, and you could throw it in your car as you were heading out, that makes a lot of sense.
True.
That's an idea.
And, you know, people that got pickup trucks, they got these things called truck trunks, which is basically like a big-ass Rubbermaid thing that goes in the back, but they're watertight. They're really super, super strong. They got wheels on one side of them and a handle, and, you know, it's easy to move around inside the bed and roll it out. And you can use it for a step to get up in the bed of your truck if you're doing, you know, they're nice to have. And you can fit almost all that shit in there and then some, right? So definitely worth investing in. And if you got a large trunk in your car, man, there's, you know, pick a corner and stick a box off in that corner that's got some shit in it, just in case. So definitely wanted to get into that. I didn't know it was only going to take 10 minutes. I thought we'd talk about it a little bit, but some other stuff, you know, make sure you got a phone charger in your car all the time that you don't take out and back and out and back and out and back. You know what I mean? Put one in the glove box, center console, leave it there.
I keep one of the portable chargers in my car too. So, you know, if I need like to recharge, you know, those little power packs.
Yep.
So I keep one of those in the glove box too, charged up.
Yeah. They got ones that'll actually stick on your windshield that got a solar panel on them. It keeps them charged all the time, right? And you only take it off when you need it, or you don't even have to take it off. You just stick a cord in it and charge your phone. So those things are really super cool to have. What else is good to have in a vehicle, just in case? Ratchet straps. You can always use ratchet straps.
Got
doing
those.
shit, you know?
Yep. The big cargo straps, the military ones are good to have.
Yeah. If you're driving a truck.
True.
Yep.
Volkswagen Beetle, you really don't need that.
Yeah, poncho's probably good to have. Definitely some hand tools and stuff, you know, screwdriver, wrenches, pair of pliers, good pair of pliers, or just a multi-tool, you know, if you don't really got room for a whole fucking toolbox or whatever, just throw a good multi-tool in there. Maybe a 1/2 inch and a 5/16 or something, you know what I mean? Some basic whatever, you know, whatever was on your car, the majority of everything, if it's a 1/2 inch, go, you know, 13 millimeter or whatever. So stuff like that. It's good to have a spare key somewhere on the outside that you can get to in case you lose your keys.
Yes.
Somewhere on the outside, you know, taped up in a wheel well. I wouldn't trust those magnet boxes to save my life, or, you know what I mean? Tape it on the frame of the truck, or somewhere you can get to easily on the inside of a hubcap. If you got hubcaps on your car, you can just take it off, and right on the inside, just take the key and put it on a piece of duct tape and stick that shit right in the middle of that hubcap and pop it back on there.
You can wire it down to your spare also.
Yeah, that
through
too.
Through the lug holes, you can wire it down through there. Use that baling wire.
You definitely want to
come off.
make sure that it's a good quality key that's not going to rust, or wrap it up in tape, or, you know, something, make it to where it's not going to get affected by the weather, not going to get eaten off by the weather. You know, make sure that it's check on it every once in a while. Make sure you didn't lose it somewhere.
If you got your vacuum sealer, that would be a good way to.
Yep. Let's see what else they're putting: bungee cords, first aid kit, small tarp, little hatchet. What else? Medical stuff. Yeah, everybody should have a medical kit in their vehicle anyway, just in case you roll up on an accident or something. Everybody should have a medical kit and the knowledge to use it.
Yeah, good walking shoes. I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. Or extra pair of boots. You know, like I always said, in the back of my truck, I've always got extra clothes. I've got a whole kit of extra things: extra shirt, jacket of some sort to put on, pants. Extra pair of socks and good pair of boots always are in my truck.
That's kind of going into the truck bag, though, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That goes. I mean, it's all in the truck trunk with all my other shit. I mean, you know, the jack and the 4-way, and it's all thrown in a bag and thrown in there. I actually got a tent and everything in there, so that if I get stuck out somewhere, I don't have to fucking sleep in the truck. So
Right.
yeah, it's nice to have all that stuff. I mean, it's a load off your mind to know that when you're driving down the road, hey, if something happens, I got it covered. You know,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to be fucking shit out of luck and AAA on the phone saying I'll be an hour and a half before I can get to you, or it's just nice to be self-sufficient. And I think that's something that's seriously lost on the upcoming
yeah.
generations. Everybody wants to be dependent.
Well, and I think when you combine it, you have your truck bag, you have your first aid kit for your vehicle, like you were saying, and then if you have your everyday carry backpack, you kind of combine all that stuff together, and you're pretty good to go.
Let's dive into the EDC shit for a minute then. What do you carry every day in your bag? Every day when you're going in to go to work and you're loading up your pockets and shit, what's your EDC carry like, Charlie?
Well, because I work on base, I cannot carry a firearm. So
I've got 13
from
knives.
No, I have a good knife. I know this sounds silly, but I carry a can of bear spray. It goes in there because I can't carry a gun.
Right.
I have an asp.
Do you say pew pew when you pull the trigger on it?
Yes, you do.
Pew,
It
pew.
says it right on the side. Say pew pew. And then I have one of those Blackhawk medical rolls. The ones that you unsnap and roll it out. And a lot of that has minor electronic stuff, minor bumps, bruises type things. It also has like water filter, a knife, Leatherman. It's just got a whole bunch of different stuff in it because if I need to get out of the building, and I'd say I have to walk, back to my house, there's enough stuff in there and the bag that's in my vehicle that I can basically take however many days I want to get back to the house.
Nice.
So it's just a combination of things. I got first aid in there.
What about your pockets? What do you load your pockets up with?
I
Besides your
keep
knife?
my pockets pretty clear. I carry a flashlight and a knife, for the most part,
Right.
on a daily basis because power outage in the middle of a hangar kind of sucks.
Right.
And then I
You
carry.
just
I
talking
definitely
like
keep my vehicle key on me.
Like a little flashlight like this? So I know you can't see it.
I gotta
right
wait
yet.
till. Yeah.
Yeah, but just
It's
like
just-
a little
it-
3-inch.
It's like a little Phoenix or
streamlight.
something like that, where just something that it's not uncomfortable to carry.
Yeah, this is just like a little streamlight. You can get them
Yeah,
on any.
yeah, exactly.
You can get them on any Snap-on truck. Matco truck carries Streamlight too, I think, and they're not too awful expensive. I think it's 300
No.
lumens. It's got a really nice bright little light to it. And the thing I love about this is the way the clip is. You can clip it on the bill of your hat
Oh, that's a good thing.
and stick it on there, so that it's just right out in front of you. So, flashlight and a headlamp in one. So you
Yeah,
can
I
see,
agree.
on the clip there, you can see how the clip's reversed in both directions. So you can pull the top of it open and clip it on your hat. It's very cool. Very cool.
And a lot of the stuff I have between the headlamps, any flashlights, and comm gear, I tried it really, really hard to keep everything AA batteries
Right?
or the CR123s. One of those two platforms, and then that way you don't have a lot of different batteries to try to maintain or keep in stock.
Now, do you carry like a baton on you or anything? Like, are you allowed to carry a baton, like a collapsible
That's
baton?
the ASP. That's the ASP I was talking about.
Oh, right on. Okay.
The extended one.
Yep,
That's
yep.
in my bag as well.
Right on. Oh, that's not a hip thing.
What's that?
That's not a hip thing that you carry on
No.
your hip, on your belt.
No.
Okay,
No.
sissy. Just saying. It'd take you a while to get it out of that bag. It'd take you a while to get it out of that
Yeah,
bag.
I'm not going to be
I'm just-
walking around
I'm
an IT department with an ASP to my hip. That would be a little odd. A little odd.
I don't trust none of you fuckers. Stay away from me, man.
Yeah, I know.
I got a big stick.
I said Control Alt Delete, motherfucker.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, it doesn't go over very well.
Yeah, there's something that they're bringing up in the room too. Is gloves of some sort would really be helpful.
That's in that bag. Yes.
Yeah.
And he's where did I see it? Binoculars. I don't have binoculars, but I have a monocular, and I agree
Yeah,
completely
do.
with that.
I carry a monocular. Sure.
That's
do
in that. That's in that Black Hawk roll as well.
Okay. And this Black Hawk roll, you're just saying it's like a tool roll, and you got different shit
Yeah.
shoved in the pockets.
Yeah, exactly. So there'll be batteries and medication and whatever. You just stick all kinds of stuff in there. Some of it has, like if you get injured, you got a couple rolls of Curlix in there, so
Right.
just stop the bleeding.
Right.
And some tape is in there. I don't have it over here, or I would have unrolled it and told you exactly what's in there. I got a
Good.
spare charger for
You're
the
good.
phone.
What about you, Lance? You go out every day into the working world and mingle with humans of all types and sizes. What do you have an everyday carry thing? Do you load your pockets down in the morning? Do you have a backpack that you carry or a little
No,
shoulder
in
bag
the
or
trunk.
man purse?
In the trunk of the car, I mean, I have a pair of hiking boots, a pair of BDU pants, a pair of socks, some extra ammo, and a
I'm going to go
flashlight.
grab that bag. I'll be right back.
Okay. Now you do that because you're usually wearing dress shoes at work, correct? So you make sure
Exactly,
you
yeah.
have boots.
So when I go out, I'm wearing Florsheims and,
Name dropper.
dress pants. Yeah, so, if I've got to get out and actually get out and walk or something, I'm going to go change into a pair of hiking boots, BDUs. There's a pullover in there and a flashlight and a poncho.
That's pretty extensive.
I mean, it's basic. I mean, it's going to get me back to where I'm going. And then I have, I keep the gun in the glove box.
You carry.
And
you got water
it's
and
loaded,
food,
and then I carry extra ammo in the back.
some little snacks and water and stuff in there too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any snacks or water bottles or anything like that. It's something I probably should keep in there, but no. And then a first aid kit, obviously.
Right. So you don't do the man purse or anything carrying around with you all the time.
No, I have an extra bowl and a little jar full of weed, just in case I get stuck out somewhere and I, need
Need to
some.
calm
Yeah.
down.
Right.
Yeah, I do that. I keep that in the car too. That's my emergency backup reserve.
I have a prescription for this, officer. So fuck off. What about pocket stuff? Flashlight.
I have a knife
Knife.
on the sun visor, on each sun visor.
You don't
I've got
carry
a
one
knife
with you
a
every
clip
day?
that hangs up there.
You don't carry one in your pocket every day?
Do what?
You don't carry a knife in your pocket every day?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope, I do not. I've heard you guys talk about it all the time. I mean, I have one in the car,
You should
and then I obviously
always
have some here, but no, I do
have a
not
knife
carry
in
a
your
knife.
pocket. You should always have a good knife in your pocket. I don't give a shit who you are. You should always have a good knife in your pocket. Just saying. That's a military thing in me, man. That's my dad told me that when I was a kid. Always carry a good knife, son.
I always carried my Leatherman because I mean, it really had a decent knife on it.
Yeah, they do.
And
I'm
I
not
keep my
scoffing at
Leatherman. I
that.
still have it here, but now I don't carry it every day.
Oh, man. I can't believe that, dude. This is my everyday carry knife. And I used to hate it because it was a Tanto blade and it was hard as hell to sharp. But once I got my kit, I took that Tanto point out of that thing. I ground it down myself and put a brand new edge on it. So that's mine. That's my everyday carry. It's got a seatbelt cutter. It's got a window breaker. Drops in your pocket, clips in your pocket. It's a Boker blades. Very good German steel. So there you guys can see that. So that's the one I throw in my pocket all the time. And then I got belt knives too. And I used to have a really bad knife fetish. I've actually calmed down a little bit since I've got plenty of them now. So I don't really.
You had an intervention?
Yeah, I had an intervention.
Yeah, knives are pretty damn cool, but no, I just don't carry a knife.
Wow, I wasn't even holding that in front of the fucking camera. I'm just out of it today. Oh well, I'm not picking it back up. You guys can look at it some other time. Man, the snow threw me off today for some reason. I don't know why. It was just a shocker to watch it come down that hard. Man, it was fucking huge flakes, man. Huge flakes. And then when it was done, everything was done. And it was really calm and the wind's not blowing, so there's snow stuck to everything, man. It's all over my fence. You know, it's stuck to the fence, and it's really, really cool, man. If it stays overnight, I'll get some really good pictures tomorrow morning. But yeah, it just kind of threw me off today. Can't see it. Damn it. They want to see the freaking knife, so there it is. There. That's in front of the camera. Boker Magnum. I'll back it out so you can see the whole thing. Ta-da! Seatbelt cutter. Window breaker. Really sharp blade. Boker. They make really good knives. And they got some pricey ones, but they're not really all that bad. Super high quality though. There. Now it's on the screen. All right. What's next? Let's rabbit hole something else. Do you guys in the chat room have anything that you want us to discuss? Does Lance have anything that he wants to discuss? Charlie? David? Anything? Throw it out there.
Nope.
Well, thank you very much. That came all the way in from the cheap seats. Charlie?
I know. Well, I'll throw it out there, and we can either get in depth into it or not. Trying to come up with a good, rounded number for ammunition per what type of weapon, like a box-fed magazine, let's say AK or an AR-15. Should be try to have as a minimum, and what do you think is that's enough? Anything past that, you're just like way too much.
10,000.
See, and I was afraid you were going to say that.
No, I would settle at 1,000 rounds. You know,
As a low end?
well, I mean, yeah, that's you don't reload, do you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
See, you should get into reloading. You really should. I think you'd enjoy it. I really think you'd enjoy it. Because you can play with your loads and you can make your it's just really it's fun. It really is. I haven't actually done any yet, myself personally, but I got a couple of friends that do, and when they talk about, well, you can just add a little grain here and a little grain and make that bullet go, it's really cool, especially when you're in the long distance shooting like you are, to be able to manipulate your loads and the different rounds that you use, the different ball that you use in the pills, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can get into it. You might get a little too into it and then start wasting a bunch of money in it. But I just think go look at some videos, watch some guys do some stuff on the range with the ammunition that they're making, and tell me what you think.
Well, I guess in a roundabout way, it's kind of like the old bench stock system in the military. Is when you get to a certain amount, then you need to either make or order more or whatever it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Police your brass and reload, and then like if you got 1,000 rounds of brass, then basically you got 5,000 rounds of ammunition because you can pretty much cut and fire them about 5 times a piece, and still be safe. You know what I mean? Without blowing out the brass and splitting it, and you know what I mean? They're shootable about 5 times. So if you got 1,000 rounds of good brass, 1,000 good rounds of ammunition, then eventually you have yourself 5,000 rounds. You buy up the rest of the powder and pills that you need to reload them and whatever, the primers and stuff, and bang, Bob's your uncle.
Right.
Just my thought. That's the range that I went to. That's what I did. Because 5,000 rounds of ammunition per weapon is a lot of fucking ammo.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is it wouldn't be the same amount for a pistol. It wouldn't be the same amount for your long range rifle. 5,000 rounds for a box fed magazine gun. That doesn't sound unreasonable. But like what Lance said, 10,000.
5,000
That's
rounds
what I was.
of 50 caliber ammunition is going to be a fucking load of money.
Look,
Not to
I did
mention
not say that. Did I?
weight. That is just an enormous amount of weight, dude. That is unreasonable to me.
I didn't say 50 caliber.
Well, no, I'm just throwing it out there. Even 308, dude. 5,000 rounds of 308 is a fucking assload of weight, dude. That is I'm just
agree.
saying. Unless you have your own little armory, concrete bunker or whatever on your fucking prop. I'm just saying. And you got to be careful when you're with
to seeds.
Well, okay. No, but and when you're reloading, the same thing applies. You have to be careful with the fucking black powder, how you store it, where you store it, blah 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 blah. So, just throwing that out there for everybody that's listening. Do your due diligence. Be careful when you're, even if you're just moving live rounds, man. You be careful.
Sure.
Doing it. Don't want to trip
Absolutely.
and blow your ass up. So.
Yes.
Anyway, but yeah, hey, 5,000 rounds per weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough to feed a small army. So there you go. You consider yourself a one-man army, right? It'd take you a really long time to shoot all that by yourself, though. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that it would take a really long time to shoot all that by yourself.
I agree. I hope I don't ever have to.
Yeah. Now, if you had a 60 caliber machine gun, that's not a whole lot of ammo.
No,
Because you can burn through that in about a half a day.
Yeah, no.
Barrel cooling times and all that shit, Anyway, we're digressing. Next rabbit hole. Did anybody, let's see, anybody throw anything in the room? Let me scroll back here just a minute. 5,000 rounds, 1,000 rounds at least, tire plugs and fix a flat, seatbelt. Oh, they're talking about my knife. All right, so you guys got to throw it in the room. What else you want us to talk about? One thing that we did not mention for the, and this is climate bearing, basic on climate and seasons and stuff like that, is a good way to keep the inside of your car warm, just in case you happen to slide off the road in some freak snowstorm in the middle of May or anything like that. March. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've talked about it before. A metal coffee can. If you guys can still find the metal coffee cans with the plastic lid on them and shit that you got to open with a can opener or whatever, those things are amazing with a candle stuck in the middle of them as to how warm they get and keep the inside of your car warm. Just one little metal can and a candle stuck down the middle of it and heat that, light it, and yeah, it really is amazing.
A bunch of tea lights and like those terracotta flower pots do
That
the same
too.
thing.
Yeah, that too. But those things are really hard to keep solid. Terracotta breaks so freaking easy, man, when it's in the trunk of the car rolling around. But that little coffee can, you can have a couple of candles stuck in it. You can have a couple of bottles of water stuck in it. You can a couple of candy bars stuck. You know what I mean? It serves a purpose. It's a container that can carry water. If you need to carry water, it serves a bunch of purposes. So if you can find yourself, they're hard to find now because everybody's going to plastic shit.
Yep.
But if you can find them, a metal coffee can with a plastic lid, it would behoove you to get it. Even if you don't like the coffee, because you can always use that in the garden as fertilizer and all that other shit. So, just get it. Promise. You'll like it. My dad had shit tons of them in the garage. He had bolts and nails, screws, all
Nuts and bolts.
Man, fuck yeah, dude. Them things were everywhere. Then glass jars hanging with the little, screw the lids on. They were really cool, man. All Folgers. They liked Folgers. Couple of what's that house?
Maxwell House.
Maxwell House. Couple of those, but mostly Folgers. Classic French roast. let's see. What do we have? Flat iron steak, potato and salad. Oh my God, man! They're talking about food. Drumsticks, and sweet potatoes. Hey, we're supposed to be talking about rat hole stuff, not making me hungry.
Well, I like their idea because I mean, if you can cook all that shit right in your vehicle, why go home?
Right? Exactly.
That'd be delish.
Solar backup, power pack for phones, etc. I already said that, Jeannie. Catch up with the program. Jeez. Anyway,
Why?
what's come on, guys? Start throwing out some rabbit holes. What do you want us to talk about? We still got 15 minutes left. Wow. This show went fast.
It did.
This show went by fast. If you guys don't give me something to talk about, man, I'm going to pull a story off Twitter.
Oh no. Mm-hmm. Well, the ammo thing went a little crazy, so I'm afraid now.
No, it's all right. Man. Just I'm trying to, man, 5,000 rounds of ammunition per gun. You got a lot of guns, right? I got a lot of guns too.
I don't.
Well,
that's the thing.
You have
I got a lot of ammo.
You have more than 5 weapons.
Okay.
That's 25,000 rounds of ammunition, dude. Think about that. Think about the size of what that takes up. Think about if you had to relocate it, how long it would take you.
I know. I relocated it already.
Bourbon Whiskey says to carry ass wipe with you, too. I imagine a roll of toilet paper might come in extremely handy.
Yes.
Not just for the ass wiping aspect, but other things too. You know, if in a loud situation, you could stuff it in your ears. If you run into some guy that's sweating curry out of his pores, you can stuff your nose. I'm just.
I was like, where the hell is he going to go with this one?
I am seeing lights in my window back there behind me. I'm seeing shit flashing right back here behind me. And I don't know what it is. There's nothing. I mean, there's on the other side of the trees, on the other side of the ridge, there's houses over there, but not in that particular location. Very curious as to why those lights are in my yard.
You can use TP to cover up the windows.
True. You can wipe your butt. You can use it as starter, fire starter. It's really, they grab spark really, really good.
Yep.
So yeah, TP would be probably good. Does anyone not carry TP in the car? Sandy says. I actually do not have any ass wipe in my car.
That's in my.
I have a bunch of napkins, but no toilet paper. No.
Kleenex. I do carry a box of Kleenex.
Got some corn cobs I carry.
I have an extra pair of socks in the back.
Yeah, so there you go.
Socks could come in handy. It's Mel Gibson, Jake says, is coming to get me. Yeah.
It's aliens, man.
There's TP in the truck bag.
The stuff I showed you when I played this, saw a flash out there. I thought someone was driving up outside your house. See, I'm not the only one that's been seeing the shit in the background. Actually, it's over this shoulder, right through this window. And if I'm telling you correctly, the houses and stuff on the ridge are up there, not right there. Right there is just on the other side of my concrete wall or my block wall outside in my fucking backyard. So I have no clue what that is. If it's flashing. No clue. It's 30 degrees, so I'm guessing it's not fireflies, right?
Moonlight glistening off the snow.
That's a very good possibility if it wasn't cloudy. I'm pretty sure it's still cloudy outside, but we do have a full moon. You know, I mean, tomorrow's the fucking full moon, I think, or it might be tonight, actually. And then don't forget to set your clocks back tomorrow, everybody, just because the government thinks you should. Leap forward, right? Spring forward, fall backwards. So whatever. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. We shouldn't do it at all. There's nobody else on the rest of the planet that fucking does it, and it screws up everything in this country for about a week.
No, Europe does it. Germany does it too. They don't do it till next Sunday though.
What? I thought we were the only ones that did it.
Yeah, no. I was talking to my mom last weekend, and their time changes next week, not this week.
Well, To all you world leaders that feel that we need to adjust our clocks ever, you're fucking stupid. It's just that simple. It's fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
because the excuse, I've always said, although it's for the farmers. I said, look,
That's
motherfucker,
bullshit,
if you're a
man.
farmer,
I
you
know.
start working when the sun comes up and you stop working when it comes down. You don't need a damn clock for that.
And you don't need.
And
an
I know
hour's not
guys
gonna
that
do anything.
I know guys that,
No.
that cattle farm and shit, and they say that it fucks up the milking schedules and shit, and it's fucked up because everybody's got to do stuff an hour earlier.
Arizona doesn't do it, do they?
No, that's the only state in the country that doesn't
think
change their
every-
time.
And Hawaii.
Arizona and Alaska or something like that.
Hawaii.
Hawaii, yeah.
They're out in the middle of the ocean. They're like, fuck all you people.
We got umbrella drinks in the ocean. I don't give a shit what time it
Why
is.
does everybody else?
Right. It's just ridiculous. It's a stupid concept. Even back in the days, there was an old Indian chief that said only a white man would think that cutting a foot off the top of a blanket and sewing it on the bottom makes a longer blanket. That's just it's
Yeah.
just stupid. It really is fucking
It is.
stupid.
It is.
Yeah, Hunt said it is not done for farmers. It's done for the financial markets. It's done to keep the slaves at work during daylight hours.
I thought they said something's like for saving energy or something.
Yeah. How I couldn't stand waking up when it was dark and then going home and going to bed when it was fucking dark. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
just I don't know. It's just stupid.
When I lived in England, because it's so far up, on the light stuff, in the winter, like December, you'd go out there in the bus. It wouldn't get light till almost 9 o'clock.
Right.
It'd get dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. So you'd go to school in the dark and come home in the dark.
It was for
Ask
the
Dave
school
Rod about that next
schedule.
week.
It was for the school schedule for children who used to work farms, Jake says. And Jeannie said a can opener will go right through your jugular. So, just so you guys know.
Just. Oh, the
Ben
variety.
Franklin first thought of it. Well, okay, the guy was a fucking genius. He flew a kite in a fucking lightning storm, and the guy came up with the fucking, okay. So, yeah, it was from a genius. The guy's okay, whatever. Let's see if I can get struck by lightning. Whatever.
He invented many, many, many things, though. It wasn't just that.
He was still a fucking idiot. I don't give a shit what you say. Anybody that was
Yep.
out there flying a fucking kite in a lightning storm, if that story is even true, right? Yeah.
Hey, he
Did
played a
know it? Did he
big part
know
in
it
our
would hurt if
history.
it hit him?
What? What'd you say, David?
Did he have any idea that it would hurt?
I don't.
I mean, why didn't it kill him?
1.21 gigawatts. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
That was the first episode of Jackass.
People get struck by lightning all the time, though, and don't die.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know a guy that lost his foot from it, though, down in Texas. He's actually been struck 4 times in his life. And the third time,
Don't stand close to him.
it fucking took his foot. It blew the sole of his shoe out and blew his heel off, and they couldn't save his foot. He had to have his foot amputated. And then he got struck again after that.
I think there's a
"Dude,
guy out there that's been
why
struck
do you even
11
go
times."
outside, man? Why do you even go outside?
There's a guy. Yeah, there's a guy out there that's been struck 11 times. I think so. Record.
That's just fucking crazy, man.
You unfriend him.
Right. And why do you
Unfriend
live
him.
in the same fucking area? This cat grew up and lived in Houston all of his life, man. I'm like, why do you still fucking live here, dude? There's obviously something here that doesn't like you, man. You got struck by lightning 4 fucking times. Try moving to Illinois. Try moving to fucking North Dakota. So, try somewhere else that doesn't have thunderstorms like this. Because Texas gets some fucking wicked shit, dude. That's like Florida. Florida gets some massive. Move to another state, man, where they don't have thunderstorms. God damn. He was a happy dude, though. Ben Franklin was drunk. That's why he flew the kite in a storm. But yeah, Ricky said, gets drunk, runs down the street naked with a metal pole in his hand during a thunderstorm. Yeah, okay.
Maybe he was doing acid or something.
I know guys will go out and fucking fish in thunderstorms. Oh, that's when the fish strike the best when it's raining on top of. They want to come up and see what's hitting the top of the water. Lightning will strike your fucking ass, dude. You're in an aluminum boat with a pole in your hand. Dumb. I'll tell you something else I watched, man. I used to go fishing with my dad up in Lake Michigan. We'd go up there deep trolling and shit, right? And fish for these big ass salmon, king Chinook salmon and cohos and huge fucking fish. This one dude, we watched, he was a couple, probably, I don't know, 150 yards away from our boat. But we were just looking through the binoculars, checking out everybody else pulling in fish and whatever, because we weren't catching nothing. This guy gets this lake trout, and he brings it up to the fucking boat, and he throws it in, and it's bigger than him almost. I mean, it was a little bitty short dude, right? This fish is almost as big as him, and he starts freaking out because the thing's flipping around on the bottom of his boat. He pulls a 38 off of his hip and puts 3 fucking shots through the fucking bottom of his boat to kill that fish. I swear to God. And then not even 60 seconds later, we hear that dumbass on the radio calling for the Coast Guard because his shit is sinking. We heard it, it's plain as day. Pow, pow, pow. And my dad was like, did he just fucking shoot that fish? He put 3 holes in the... Oh, my God, dude. That boat went straight to the fucking bottom before they got out there to get him, man. Dad trolled over there, threw him a couple of life vests and shit, and said, they'll be here in a minute. They said they were on our way. Oh, my God, dude. That was the funniest shit. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. Okay. We got 5 minutes left. Who wants
be
to...
glad you're not born one of those people.
Oh,
Look.
yeah. That guy was... if I'd have had a Darwin sticker, I'd have fucking stuck it right on his forehead, man. 5 minutes. What do you guys want to throw out there? David, you got any breaking news coming across your wire?
No, I don't have nothing.
No? Well, shit. Charlie?
You know, this one story that came out, I guess, is U.S. ACLU to hold resistance training so America can fight Trump's dangerous policies. And they're going to start basically hitting getting to the people on the streets and training them and everything else. And it's just the first time the ACLU's ever done that, has ever hit the street level like this.
Really?
In 100 years. You know, they want to get some kind of war going over here.
They're doing it. They're getting it started. It's taken a while to kick off, but you still got all these fucking snowflakes running around bitching about Trump, getting in fist fights. The fucking shit that broke out of Berkeley a couple days ago was just stupid, man. And it's not the Trump supporters that are being violent. Some of them are. I've read stories about, guys going after Hindus and Muslims and saying, chasing them around with fucking sticks, saying, go back to your country, you fucking Muslims. And I've seen some shit like that.
Two have been killed already.
Yeah. But the guys at the Berkeley shit, that was all the lefties that started throwing punches and shit, So, I don't know.
Yeah, wasn't Tim Kaine's son one of them?
Yeah. Got arrested for it, yeah.
Yep.
The Party of Peace. Where have we heard that before?
Oh, yeah. They started the Ku Klux Klan, man.
Mm-hmm.
Party of Peace. Piece of your fucking wallet.
Yeah.
That's what they want. Sandy said, I think Civil War is coming before anything overseas. It's already boiling over.
I was thinking about that today when I was watching the news and all those posturing sons of bitches up in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
We are paying them to live a lavish lifestyle, to eat in the finest restaurants, a posh lifestyle, paying them. It's costing us millions of dollars every year to have these pompous asses control our lives. What the fuck is wrong with us?
And they get the pension for the rest of their life.
Forever.
Mm-hmm. For
We are
up.
overpaying just the gall of these people, and we pay them. We pay them to do that.
I think the president gets Secret Service coverage for 10 years after he leaves office, doesn't he? Unless they refuse it. I didn't think it was forever.
I thought it was forever.
I thought it was only for 10 years.
I think the family gets it for 10, but I think the president himself gets it forever.
unless they refuse it. They can refuse it. So
Right.
if they have enough money to pay for their own private security, they should. As far as I'm concerned, they're just a fucking puppet anyway, right? Mm-hmm. Rothschilds ought to pay for their security. Oh shit! We made it through another show. I'm proud of myself.
Yay, team.
Yeah. Miss you, Lori. She's out doing something with an auction, selling footballs for $8,000 or some fucking shit. I don't know. Asked me if I wanted to buy one. I was like, no. Don't need an $8,000 football, but thanks for asking.
Never know.
Is it made of gold? Might pick it up then. Football's the size of a piece of gold, man. That'd be a pretty nice chunk.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. No, I think it had some hoo-ha signature on it. I'm not sure. Some professional sports player. Anyway.
Since we all follow
she's
that
not here.
really close.
Right. That's why she's not here. So when you guys feel like giving her shit, ask her how the sale of the $8,000 football went. You're welcome, Spring. I still enjoy doing this. I don't even know why. Some of the stories I read just get me fucking riled up and stuff, but hey, what are you going to do, right?
What the fuck?
Been saying that a lot lately. Okay, a little more Snoop before we go.
Yeah.
It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G.
Okay. I wish that was longer. I really do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okie dokie. We're almost out of here. See if I can find
Yeah, the
something else.
Allah Akbar one you got is the longest one, I think. Yeah.
Isn't it, though?
Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
That guy in the background was pretty excited, too, man. It must have been pretty
Yeah,
fun.
he was.
Alrighty.
Where's my goat? I found my goat.
Where's my 72?
It's date night. Where's my goat?
My dick is stuck in my goat.
Help me. Get the toe strap out of the truck. Help me.
Don't hit the button yet. Okay. That's it. We're done. This one will probably get a fucking strike or something. Love, peace, and cookies, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.